Well, Happy New Year, everyone. It's Leanne and Simon on Loving Life Now with today's topic, creating your masterpiece. Hi.
Hi.
I'll let you talk. I'm going to do some quick sharing.
Really?
Yes.
That's unusual. All right, well, a big welcome. Happy New Year to everyone. Welcome back. We are here joining us on Facebook Live this evening. We'd love to welcome you to the stream. So as you join us, pop your details in the comments. Let us know you're here. And let's get this party started. Let's start welcoming some of these attendees that are joining us for our first Facebook Live back since New Year. My glasses are really foggy
They look
and
really
I can't
dirty
see.
too.
Yeah, it's like crazy. So who are we got out there? Who's going to be the first to kick us off and say hello? Pop your details in the comments. We got nothing going on at the moment. We got plenty of people on. But no details in the comments.
Rob's first.
There we go, Rob Brown. Hello, Rob from WA. Welcome. Thanks for getting us started, kicking us off, putting your details in. Let us know where you're streaming in from. Hey guys, Ida from Melbourne. Hello, Ida from Melbourne. Yay for 2023. Rob Collins. Rob is in the virtual room. G'day, Rob. Welcome to have you here.
You are in the virtual room.
And who else we got out there? As you join us, pop your details in the comments. Let us know you're here. We'd love to personally welcome you to our Facebook Live. We have got a great topic lined up to kick us off for 2023.
Yes.
It's called Creating Your Masterpiece. Creating your masterpiece. So we're going to talk about how we create our masterpiece in 2023.
Sounds good to me.
You got a paintbrush and a canvas?
Yep.
Do you think?
Maybe.
Joe Newland, hello. Hi from Varsity Lakes. Whoop, whoop. Hey to you. Stephen, g'day Stephen from Kincora. Richard Wiseman, hello from sunny Hampshire in the UK. Good to see you've got some sunny weather over there, Richard.
I'm all shared.
Welcome.
I'm ready to go.
You're all shared and ready to go. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're still welcoming guests. So as you join us, pop your details in the comments. Say a big hello. Happy New Year to you. Gabby Viner, Happy New Year to you. And of course, great to be back this week on our Facebook Live.
It is.
We've had a few weeks off, a nice break.
Yep.
But of course, we've got a great topic lined up. We're coming to the end of our...
I think this is actually the last.
no, there'll be
more?
maybe one more or maybe two.
Maybe two?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're finished the whole series of our personal development program.
So give us some ideas on what kind of topics you'd like us to talk about. Is there something in particular? Maybe we could make a bit of a list with some ideas from everyone.
I think we should go back through some of the big topics. Yeah. Or if there's anything that anyone
I think we should come up with some new topics.
Yeah, well, it's been good. We're up to episode 131, Lee. So we've got a couple of episodes to go. We'll probably knock this out at 132 or 133. Bernie Island says...
Starring Bernie and Mick and Burley. You guys are rising stars.
Awesome. Michelle Kaplan says hello from Perth. G'day, Michelle. Thanks for joining us. Rob said mindset. Yeah, we can talk lots about mindset. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna finish off in a couple of weeks with our personal development curriculum. But as I said, that's a pretty big feat, isn't it? Yes. 131 episodes we're up to.
That's pretty good.
All of personal development.
Yeah.
So we're ready to come to the end of that, and then of course we're open to some ideas.
Exactly. All right. Well, let's jump into it. I think the welcome is.
All right. Well, let's jump into our topic. The topic is creating your masterpiece. So, Lee, as I was joking before, I said you get your paintbrush and your easel and a canvas out, a blank canvas, and you start with that.
Yeah.
Isn't that how you create a masterpiece?
It depends what kind of masterpiece you're wanting to create.
Intellectually speak up.
It depends what kind of masterpiece you're wanting to create.
You like said really kind of quiet. And no one will be able to hear you because the aircon's on as well.
That's what I was doing. I was trying not to be heard.
So you want to create your masterpiece. And of course, what is life? Life is a story, right? So who's in charge of our own story?
We are.
We are. So in life, we are the creators of our own story. Now, our goal is to create what? What's our goal to create?
The best life that we can.
The best life that we can. Now, each and every one of us is the author of our own story. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Do you believe that you're in 100% control of your life, your masterpiece, and what you create?
Yeah.
All right. So will the life story you create be your masterpiece? Like, do you feel like you're creating your great life that's going to be reflected as a masterpiece in the future? And what will you be remembered for? So in life, often we see people leave this world, and what happens? They get remembered for what?
Being a hero.
Yeah, many things. Could be a hero, could be a really great person.
Yeah.
Could be someone who's generous, could be
Someone
their
who's
friendship, could be their rudeness, could be.
Yeah.
So when we leave this world, what are you going to be remembered for? What's the legacy that you're leaving to others, right? John McPhee's joined us late. Hello, John. He says, hello, Hank. And Michelle Collins. Hello, Michelle. So we write our own life story, and always keep in mind, what is my life story? Am I doing my best life story?
Joe's going to leave the legacy of how loud she is.
That is so funny, Joe. Oh my God, that is funny.
We would agree. Especially after a few champagnes.
So are you the hero of a story that is interesting to you?
Yeah.
So are you the hero in your story, and is it interesting to you? Because that's important. You've got to create that story that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So
New Year's is a great time to reflect on the story we have written and look at the story that we're wanting to write.
Yeah, so here we are at the start of 2023, and it's the ideal time to reflect on the story of your past, but focus on what's the story of your future going to be. Mm-hmm. So where do you want to go? What are you looking to achieve? And we've got some great questions to talk about, Lee. So,
hey, Bruce has just joined us. Hi.
Excellent. G'day, Bruce. So what do you want your year to reflect? So 2023, right? So if we're sitting here today thinking, all right, well, what lies ahead of us? What do we want our year to reflect? What else?
What is it that you want to achieve?
And what are your goals for 2023? Have you sat down and gone over your goal list and added to it or extended to it? Or have you got other goals that you'd like to make happen this year in 2023?
Mm-hmm. And what do you want to create?
Yeah, so we spoke a bit about that at an event on the weekend, didn't we? About the power of the mind and visualization. So are you visualizing what it is that you want to create for yourself this year? Michelle Peel's joined us. G'day, Michelle. And Kerry Young. Hello to Kerry and Mackay. So are you visualizing your goals for yourself for this year?
And what experiences do you want to create?
Well, I love that one, because, we love experiences. Yes. And of course, experiences allow you to create great memories. Mm-hmm. They allow you to have fun, of course, which is one of the greatest things, is that if it's not fun, it shouldn't be done.
Yep.
So create fun times, create experiences, and create memories, right? So all of those things are really important to what you want to achieve in 2023.
Yep.
So what else can people be doing this year to reflect on what they want to do in 2023?
So you could revisit your future self board. So create a vision board that writes and tells your story as to what you want to achieve.
Yeah, so a vision board is like a future self board. Mm-hmm. What do you want your future self to look like? Where do you want to live? What sort of car do you want to drive? What sort of house do you want to live in? Do you want to live by the beach? What is your future image of your life? Mm-hmm. And put that together. Cut out pictures out of magazines, put it together on a vision board, create your future self board, but make sure you revisit that. Revisit the future self board.
Yep, for sure. And change up your story as needed. So you might have a vision board from last year and you might look at it and go, oh, I don't want that anymore. I want to change that. I want to add this.
Yep.
Yeah, so you can leave some things up there and add some new things.
And then, of course, sometimes circumstances in life can change too. Mm-hmm. So you've got to change up what you may have had on your goal list or what may have had on your actual vision board, right? Mm-hmm. So if that's you, have a look at that and think, okay, well, am I still in alignment with my goals? Am I still looking to create this vision for myself for 2023? And if there's new things that you want to add, of course, add those.
Yep, absolutely.
So, and of course, how do we achieve these things? So if we want to acquire new skills, we may need to actually go and learn new things. Mm-hmm. So how do we learn that? We'll go and learn new things to acquire new skills in order for us to achieve the new goals.
Yes.
So it could be, it could be a new job, it could be a new business, it could be that somebody has to go study something and learn something.
Yeah.
It could be working on yourself, your personal development.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And personal development is a key to obviously you creating the results and the vision that you want to create in the future.
Mm-hmm. Yep, for sure. So
Kerry Young said, I need to take off the things that have already happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take them off
Put some new exciting, shiny things on there for sure.
Big, bold experiences.
Yes. So if you require new skills, I think you talked about that, then obviously you need to go and, study or you'll learn some new things.
Yep.
You also want to set a date for something to happen. So, I suppose don't set a date saying you want to make $1 million tomorrow, unless you're planning on winning the lotto, of course. But, you want the dates to be, I suppose, push you a little bit. So you don't want to say, well, I want to achieve this, but I'm going to make it 5 years' time, when it's something that you could maybe achieve in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do want to make sure that that you've got some timeline set on the goal. Now, is that I hear often people say, but if I set it on a timeline and I don't achieve it, a lot of people seem to be disappointed. How do you overcome that?
Well, you just move the time frame and go for it again.
Yeah.
You don't get rid of the goal. You just change the time frame.
Yeah. And is it important that the time frame has to be fixed, or can it be moved?
It can be flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got a good saying around that.
So the goal's in concrete, but the time frame's in sand.
Yeah. So you can move the time frame if you're still waiting to achieve that. So
and it's not my saying, somebody else is saying. I have no idea whose it is, so no credit to it.
No, but it's something that you often refer to.
Yeah.
So set the date, take risks, right? Investigate what it is that you want or that you need to do in order to create the goals. Research, do your own research into it, and learn what is necessary for you to achieve those goals.
Yeah.
And then finally, one of the key factors of creating our masterpiece in our future is what?
Your North Star is the theme of your story.
Yeah. So what is your North Star? Are you clear on what your North Star is?
So what your guiding light is.
Yeah, your guiding light. What is it that drives you? What is it that drives you to want to achieve or go in the direction of where you want to go? And if you're not clear on that, get clear on what is your North Star. What's that guiding light for you that excites you and allows you to want to create something greater? So I love this topic about creating your masterpiece, because I think at the start of every year, Lee, we've got a blank canvas in some respects. And it's funny, isn't it? Because you could do this at any time of the year.
Yes, you can.
But we choose to make the start of a new year monumental.
Yeah.
Whereas throughout the year, we can continue to do this. So at the start of the year, what else is important from a goal setting perspective for you? Like what's important, like making way for new energy?
Yeah. So yes, as they say, it's a bit of a spring clean and clean out all the stuff you don't need anymore, so you can make room for the new stuff. Absolutely.
Yep. So we went through our office. We still got a bit of work to do in there, but gone through your office and done a declutter and a bit of a clean out and got rid of things that we haven't used for a while or don't need or haven't referred to for a while. And we've still got to go through filing cabinets and do all that. But when you do that, it creates space and it shifts energy. And it also allows you to I guess start in a clean environment.
Start fresh.
Yeah, because we can allow life to... there's a little bug around. We can allow life to become cluttered.
Yeah.
All right? We can allow things to be cluttered in our personal lives, in our business lives. And, of course, that clutter can hold us back from achieving the goals that we want to achieve. So David said, when you don't achieve the goal, is it still something special? Because if you've worked towards something, then you've grown, which is a goal in itself. Well, of course, David, but your goal is still your goal. And of course you may have got 3/4 of the way to the goal. Let's say it was fitness, right? And you wanted to reach a goal weight. And you hadn't actually got to that goal weight yet, but you got 3/4 of the way and you'd lost weight, but you hadn't lost what you wanted to lose.
Yeah.
Well, the goal is still there. As Lee said, you just refocus that goal. And of course, you want to acknowledge along the way that you've achieved some great things.
Count the wins. Yeah.
You've got to count your wins. Counting your wins is really important to any goal setting and any achievement, because sometimes we can feel like we're doing a lot, but it feels like we're running on a treadmill and getting nowhere.
Yeah.
Right? Do you often feel like that in circumstances?
Yeah.
You can feel like you're just doing things and doing things and doing things, but you're not seeing the result. Then all of a sudden, bang, you hit the result.
So all of a sudden you fall off the treadmill.
All of a sudden you get the
It
result,
always happens.
right? So then the result happens, the result comes about, and whammo, you're one step closer to that goal.
Yeah, for
or
sure.
you've achieved it.
Yeah.
So the start of the new year is a time of reflection. It's a time to declutter, clean out, start afresh. Make sure you're clear on your goals, write them out. Those that you've that you've done, Kerry. Obviously, take them off, acknowledge them, and make way for new ones. Right? That's the really important thing. It's a bit like creating space in your wardrobe for new clothes.
Yes.
Or creating space in your life for that special partner. Right? It's like the person who's looking for a special partner but sleeps in the middle of the bed and has a full wardrobe and only one bedside table. Right? Yep. So how are you going to attract the partner into your life if you're not making space and way for that person? So, there's lots of things we can do in life to create space, to create the vision, to create the goal that we're looking to achieve. Anything else that you'd like to share about what works for you with goal setting? Anything else that comes to mind? Writing it out?
Yeah, well, they're not goals until you write them out.
Yeah.
Right? So you definitely want to write them down.
Affirming them?
So affirmations around the goals?
Yeah, but also speaking them into reality.
Yeah.
So I am happy and grateful now that I'm a multiple six-figure income earner, assisting others to create success and create six-figure incomes.
Yeah.
So you've got to be prepared to affirm things to yourself and speak them into reality. And always use the statements of I am. It's really powerful. I am grateful for. I am grateful now that. So you're actually talking in future tense, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Anything else? Anything else that comes up?
What about you? What are your tips?
Yeah, well, I think that's a big one. I think that acknowledging what you're grateful for, and of course you've got to be in action.
Yeah.
You can't just be airy-fairy and set your masterpiece for the year, and then that's right, sitting back and going, well, I've set my goals. I'll just sit back and watch it happen.
You actually have to take action for it to happen.
So action is a key step in order to creating anything. So really, really important that that once you've set the goals, that you get clear on what do I need to do. Now, sometimes it's really important to understand that you don't need to know the how. So I remember when I got started in the personal development industry and I wrote out my ideal dream lifestyle, Lee, I had no idea I was going to achieve that. No idea. And I thought, exactly that. I don't know how this is going to happen, but you know what? I'm going to put it out there to the universe and I'm going to allow whatever's meant to happen. But following on from that, I was on purpose, taking action every day and keeping my mindset clear.
Yeah.
Clear and clean, right? Don't let grass grow in your or the weeds grow in your mind. So de-weed your mindset. Get rid of any negative thinking, any stinking thinking. You certainly don't want that, and it certainly won't help you in order to achieve the masterpiece for 2023 that you want to achieve. So we challenge everybody to really look at what masterpiece are you creating this year? Are you clear on it? Are you clear on what your vision is? Are you clear on what your goals are? Are you clear on what action steps you can be taking in order to move you one step closer to your goal? And of course, gratitude is the biggest thing. We're grateful. We've got to be grateful every day. Thanks, Rob, for everything that's around us that we have in our life, that we've achieved in our life. Bernie says de-weeding is perfect. Absolutely. So you've got to declutter and de-weed your mindset.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Well, we are next week. We're actually not on because we've got a business plan stream for our associates in our business. So we're back this week.
Not next week.
But not next week. We'll be back the week after. And we're going to share the next topic in recapping some of the things that we've created or some of the things that are really important for us to create. And we might do that over 2 or 3 weeks, 2 or 3 Facebook Lives.
It's getting extended every time.
Well, let's say it could be 2. I don't know.
Let's go with 2.
We'll go with 2. And we're going to recap over that and what it is. So what's important in order to create the best version of ourselves. So thanks everyone for joining us on our Facebook Live. A big Happy New Year to everybody. And we're glad to be back. Excited to be here and excited to be back in 2 weeks.
Yes.
With our next Facebook Live. So Rob said non-negotiable to write down your goals. Absolutely. All right, everyone, we'll have a wonderful evening. Again, thanks for joining us live and we will see you in a fortnight.
Sounds good.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.